All right, what is up? What is up? Welcome to the channel. It's your boy, the real Chris Radney, and thank you as always for tuning in. Um, y'all miss me. I missed y'all too, so we're good there, right? This is my very long overdue birthday episode. The reason I say very long overdue is because I recorded this video twice when I was in Puerto Rico, and I had been binge drinking for 3 days at that point, so I looked tired and I was like on very little minimum sleep. And I told myself that I would not put that out because I kept going back and trying to fix the quality and make myself look better and do some voiceovers to kind of make the audio sound better. It just wasn't working. So I decided, hey, you know what? Why not fucking go ahead and record it once I get back home? I'm well rested and we can get back at it. So, happy birthday to me. We're going to start off there. I know my birthday is a few weeks ago, but it's about 2 weeks ago. But happy birthday to me. So, why not, right? And 33 has been a blessing. 33 has been full of very eye-opening experiences. It has been full of a lot of different things. I will definitely say that. Like, I'm going to give you guys a whole breakdown of what 34 has been to me and why this shit has been like, as low-key has been cool, and why I'm actually looking forward to 34. All right, so those of you who've been following my journey, you know that one, I changed my name on my Instagram from C Ratney Fit 24 to the real Chris Ratney because yes, fitness is my lifestyle. Fitness is everything that I am about. That's what I embody. That is my journey. However, it is more than me to who I am. So I decided that I didn't just want to be about fitness. Granted, my page on my Instagram is more or less geared towards like my actual fitness business, which is helping people get in shape and help people find the value in exercise and health and wellness, right? But my TikTok is also Real Chris Radney, but my TikTok is more or less for the funny shit that you're gonna see. And on my YouTube channel, The Real Chris Radney, that's gonna be more geared towards my podcast, my vlogs, my travel stuff. I won't post anything fitness related on my YouTube because I feel like that's what my Instagram is for. My Instagram is my business page. In my stories, I'll post whatever with my close friends. You ain't know my close friends, DM me. And if I fuck with you on that level and you're not on I'll put you on my close friends. I'm gonna apologize if you're not already, right? But you won't see anything from me fitness related on my YouTube channel. It's only gonna be on my IG, in my IG reels, and then that's really it. That's all you're gonna see. My story is gonna be all kind of random shit, but most of my IG is geared towards my business. So that's kind of where that's going to be at. A lot of people had asked me that about like the differences between all of my channels and why they were all named the same if they weren't going to be different because I am one person, I am one brand. And I didn't want people to be mixed up on about where that was going to look, what it was going to be on each channel, and how stuff was like going to be sporadic. So there is a set how things is in my link tree. If you see it, so it'll tell you exactly like what that looks like. So there's that. My dating life. So, if you know anything, you know that my aunt always asks about my dating life. It doesn't matter when I talk to her. It can be every week. It can be once a month. She's going to ask me, is there a special lady in my life? And I want to report to you guys, there still isn't. There isn't. I am in a space now where I am openly and actively and intentionally dating, which means that I am giving my time and energy to women that want the same things that I want when it comes to the dating world and long-term relationships. So that is marriage. Marriage is a non-negotiable for me. Kids is a non-negotiable for me, right? So, and I'm not saying that if I'm in every situation where the person that I end up marrying finds out later we can't have kids, I'm not going to divorce them, you assholes. So a lot of people think about that. That's not what it is at all. But marriage for me is a non-negotiable. So that's kind of been like where I've been at for the last year. I've dated women in Atlanta for the last year that have either didn't really want to have kids or not unsure about kids, unsure about getting married. And some of them like didn't really want to do the relationship thing just yet, which is fine. Right? To each his own. Everybody's different. So for me, it was one of those things where I kind of needed to reevaluate myself and kind of see where I was going and what I was doing, what energy I was putting out there, on why I attract those type of women in my life. And needless to say, it was mostly because of my my dating apps. Call it what it is. I have deleted all of my dating apps. My Hinge has been deleted. My Bumble, my Tinder, which I'm not gonna lie, it was a part of me that wish I would have kept my Tinder and my Bumble open when I was on vacation to Puerto Rico, because who goes on vacation and deletes a fucking dating app? And I deleted my dating app 72 hours before my flight took off. And when I deleted my dating app, my words to myself was 34. I will for sure not be on dating apps. Granted, I didn't turn 34 at that particular time, but when I deleted them, it was a permanent deletion, a semi-permanent delete situation. I deleted for sure for the age of me being 34. I deleted my dating apps, which means that I have to actually go out and meet women at networking events, grocery stores. I'm debating if I want to meet women at the gym because I love working out and I think it's so dope when we connect with somebody at the gym. But I also hear a lot of girls say, I do not hit on girls in the gym, by the way. But I have heard a lot of girls say that they want to go to the gym and work out and not be harassed by dudes all the time. So I'm going to table that. I'm going to ask you guys on my social media if that's cool to do. Just because I know like the gym with a lot of people is like their safe space, and I don't ever want to make that place unsafe for them or unhealthy place for them. Yeah, so that's it. So dating app is officially deleted. So if you see me out and I'm like talking to lots of women, if you see me out, it's because I'm trying to date. And I don't know if like picking up women in clubs is even a good idea. But we're gonna figure that part out too. So yeah, there's that part. So, but dating at 33 it's been like this. That means that sometimes it's been really dope. Sometimes it's been a clusterfuck of shit going down, and I've had some really odd dating experiences in Atlanta. And most women I've dated have all came from my dating apps, and which obviously did not pan out. That's kind of why I decided to make the change, and I'm kind of cool with it. I'm actually very cool with it because I want to see where it goes, and I want to see if it's something that for me that is going to be fruitful and beneficial. All right. So hopefully by the end of March 2023, I am in a whole healthy committed relationship for at minimum that previous 6 months. So my dating apps won't ever be a thing again. Yeah. So there we go with that. But my Puerto Rico trip was amazing. I went solo, so a lot of people did ask me about me going solo. Originally, when I did plan the trip, I did want people to go with me, and it just came one of them things where I decided that I've never had a solo trip before. I've never been to Puerto Rico before, and why not take a solo trip to Puerto Rico for my birthday? Give me some time in the sun, give me some time away from the city, give me some time in my own space. I think that was the biggest part for me, is getting time in my own space, because truthfully I've never really got a chance to like be by myself away from people for long periods of time. Right? I can be in my house, but if I leave my apartment, I run into my friends, right? Or if I'm traveling to a different city, I usually travel to cities where I know people. So even if I'm flying on a plane by myself, I'm usually meeting people somewhere, or I know people who are already out there. I'm going to visit somebody. So I've never actually had a lot of time by myself. And for me, it was something I think it was long overdue, and I really needed that time for myself. I think that everyone should experience it. I think that it's kind of eye-opening, and I think it's kind of cool because I didn't really talk to people outside people while I was gone for the most part. I checked in with my fam. I took a few phone calls. I did a business meeting my first day I was out there because I was already scheduled. I actually needed to take that meeting. But for the most part, I didn't really talk to anybody. I checked in on my mom, checked in on my sisters, I checked in on my siblings, and a few other people I responded to text to, but I didn't really message people back. I posted on my social media, but it wasn't really like super me having my phone out the whole time. So if you see my social media while I was in Puerto Rico, which I did make a highlight for, I didn't really post much. Like, I'll post a few things, and I take pictures and stuff like that. So I had a few enough like I can make reels for my trip. But I was really actually grateful to just be in my own space. I got to read, which I read anyway, but I was reading and not being on a time schedule, because a lot of times, like when I read in my mornings or do my personal development in the mornings, I'm still kind of on a time schedule because I have to get up, get my day ready, do all this stuff before I go out and conquer the world. And it was one of the things where I didn't actually have to be anywhere. I didn't have anything scheduled except for like a few excursions, but they were around the time that I wanted them to be. So when I was getting up and getting my day started, I didn't feel rushed. I didn't feel like I had to do all this stuff on my checklist in order for me to actually go have a productive day. So I think that was a blessing all in itself, to really just like be me, be myself, right? I binge watched a TV show, like in between me being on the beach, because I was literally getting up. My routine there was I'll get up, I'll make my bed, I'll brush my teeth, shower, eat, and then I would go like drink at like 11 in the morning on the beach and just like enjoy the sun. And I would go swim, I would sit back down, drink some more, get up and go get food, go shower, come back, go explore San Juan, and go drink some more, and then go eat. And I kept doing that. I became a regular at a local bar down the street from my Airbnb. So I went there for 4 days straight. Shout out to my dog Jake, because Jake showed me love out there. I'm pretty sure Jake is not his real name, but I thought he told Americans that his name is Jake. But he was like, it was cool because I realized I don't have a place in Atlanta that I constantly go for the drinks and the vibes, and I know the bartender, like they know my name, they know my order, because he knew I was on the mojitos the minute your boy walked in the room. But it was just dope to have that. One of my biggest takeaways from that is, no matter like how masculine I come off or how I feel like alpha-ish that I come off at times, the one thing that I do crave is vulnerability. Right? So I do crave the idea of me being able to be vulnerable, which also lets me know that it also allowed me to know that I do crave intimacy. And not just like necessarily sexually, but it was kind of cool like seeing like families on the beach like with their kids and like their wife, husbands, and like just hanging out on the beach and like being intimate and like loving each other, stuff like that. And I realized that that's the one part of me that I have never really been intentional on. So there's a part in one of my journals where it asks about my romance life, and I realized that I don't actually have one. So it's a one. It's been a one for like the last few years, and I've never actually worked on it. So that was one of the things that for me this year, as I was going to be intentional about that. Like I would bust my ass to improve my finances. I'll bust my ass to improve my physical health, my spiritual health, everything. But I won't bust my ass to improve my romance life. So being on that trip did like kind of like let me know that I did crave intimacy, and I did crave the idea of being able to be vulnerable with somebody, consistently, not feel judged, and know that like it's 100% unconditional pure love, right? So that's kind of where I'm at. So that's kind of been like the focus of 34 is going to be my big energy, and that's big energy in my business, big energy in my romance life, big energy in my friendships. So it's just I give those things big energy anyway. But the one thing I don't give my big energy to sometimes is myself, and also to my romantic life. So that's kind of where that's at. But you know what I'm saying? It's all a work in progress. But drop some comments, like whatever, share, subscribe, all that shit. Follow me on social media. But definitely make sure that y'all are fucking with me, and be prepared to hear from me more. All right. So I got some videos coming up from the podcast. One video's already up. But y'all get some more out of me coming real soon. And y'all have a great day. Peace.